Hello folks, this is the Dudes Motor Vlogs. I'm your boy Mad Dog, and we're here in Cabernet area in Cadillac, Michigan. Doing a little bit of riding here on my 2016 Honda CRF 250L. Just flipped 1,300 miles, so we'll go out here and do some riding, have some fun. Looks like there's a stop sign here, so maybe I'm already back out to a bigger trail. Oh, it looks like a fun trail. Maybe we'll go down this instead. It doesn't really look like anybody goes down this. So I'm ducking and weaving all these branches. I can see a few dirt bikes been down it. But I think that's about it. Probably the same thing as me. They go down these narrow trails and they get tired of doing that, so they come out and try to go down this. It was pretty windy last night. We kind of had a windstorm here, so there's a lot of branches down. Oh, there's some mud. I don't know if you can go around it over here. I don't really feel like going through mud on this kind of bike. Someone's been through it though, because you can see the mud washed up here. I've never seen a fuel-injected bike just stall on its own. It's by far the worst tuned bike I've ever ridden. They should be ashamed of themselves for selling something like this. And it's kind of weird. I looked online like before I bought this, and people are like, "Oh yeah, I love this bike." I'm like, they must not know a lot about motorcycles if they love this bike. If you've ridden other motorcycles, this is not a very good motorcycle. It does some things okay, but most things it's not very good at. And it runs like shit. And it shouldn't. I mean, I run premium gas. I put a new NGK spark plug in it when I got it because it had a Denso plug in it. I mean, I know Denso and NGK are the same company, but I'm always just used to putting NGK plugs and everything. And I mean, it's only got 1,300 miles on it. When I got it, it had 900 miles. It just runs like shit. It's just tuned bad. I mean, the bike actually runs good. It's just tuned really bad. It's like really lean. So if you're like on the throttle steady where it's kind of bogging, then back out of it, it stalls. It'll stall every time you do that. And the bike's geared high, so it loves to lug. Here, it's lugging right there. I mean, that's second gear and it's lugging. I have it geared lower than stock, so that's just ridiculous. You can tell this engine and trans came out of the CBR 250, like a crotch rocket, and it should have stayed in that. It don't belong in anything that goes down a trail, so it has no low end. When you're trail riding, you want low end. I mean, if you don't want any low end, we'll buy a two-stroke. At least then, when you come up on top end, it'll actually go because it's a two-stroke and it's lightweight. Man, this sure is a ill-handling bike. You keep thinking something's wrong with it. It handles so bad, you think something's broke. And I'm a certified mechanic. I've been all over this bike multiple times, and there's nothing wrong with the bike. There's nothing's loose or wore. I mean, well, it's got 1,300 miles. It's not going to be wore out, but I went over every nut and bolt, and everything's good and tight. But you swear when you ride it, it feels like the swing arm's loose or something, like it's moving. I think it's actually the forks that bend on it. Like when I had the front wheel off and I was putting new tires on it, those forks are kind of, they're not, I mean, they're good size, but it was surprising how much play they had in them. Like, I've had quite a few motorcycles with the front wheels off them, and I don't think I've ever seen that much play before. Like, I think that's what makes it feel so wishy-washy when you drive it. Well, then you add a bunch of weight, and it's weight up high. I think that's why it feels so weird. Like, normally you would attack this stuff, you know, wide open. Not on this bike. You did that on this bike, you're going to get hurt. I'm going to refer to this bike as the leg breaker. You don't take a Harley and go down this. There's a reason. It's too heavy. You don't take a KLR 650 and go down this. There's a reason. It's too heavy. But this is just a 250 entry level. I mean, it's the smallest dual sport that Honda makes. You know, that's actually a motorcycle, not like a Grom. Grom's a mini bike. That's not a motorcycle. Well, it's not a dual sport either. I know, I like Groms too. I'm not meaning it to offend anybody that likes Groms. I like them too. It's just, they're not really a motorcycle. That was a hard climb. It wasn't like that big a hill, it was just all those big roots. And my foot got caught in the foot peg. That didn't help nothing. I don't know where the hell I am. You wouldn't want behind you is a big log truck. Wow. But if you live in an area where they have these awesome little narrow trails, do not buy a CRF 250L. It is the worst bike I've ever seen on one of these. Well, I mean, I can think of bikes that'd probably be worse, but this is the worst one I've actually ridden or owned. I mean, this is decent sized hills in here, but there's no reason to be in second gear and clutching it. Doesn't want to climb these. There's no reason for that. And I mean, I have it geared lower than stock. I have a 13-tooth sprocket on the front and a 42 on the rear, and it acts like that. I have both sprockets geared lower than factory. I I have a 52 sprocket for the rear. Well, it's not for this bike, but it'll fit on here. I'm going to have to put that on here because this bike is just geared way too high for this. Because this is a great trail. This is an awesome trail. Other than they did some logging in here, so you got all these picker bushes, but other than that, it's a great trail. But it doesn't matter how great the trail is if you got a shitty bike. And I got brand new knobby tires, because I know the dual sport tires are pretty bad. That's why I put these brand new, they're 10% street and 90% off-road. It's like the whatever Kenda Trackmaster 2s. It's like the most aggressive DOT tire you can buy for this bike. I hate to say it, but I wish I had my little CRF 230L back for this. It wasn't very good at narrow trails, but it was better than this. And it was geared a lot better for this, because it had a low gear ratio and it had low end. This thing has 0 low end and it's geared high, so it's like a really bad combination. I got to almost bring it to the power band there for a second. This would be a really fun trail on the right bike. Makes me so mad I bought one of these. I mean, I knew it wasn't that great of a bike, but well, I can tell by the 320-pound dry weight. So it's pretty obvious it's too heavy for a dirt bike to do this kind of stuff on. I mean, it's fine if you're going to ride it on the street, but if you're going to do this, 320 pounds is... bike should be like 190 pounds, maybe 200. Not 320. Man, I was hoping I'd come out to a trail or something. I'm getting tired of going down this. The fuck? Definitely a Stickmaster. Must be a Honda trademark.